Here I am, Lord. It is I, Lord. I have heard you calling in my life. I will go, Lord, if you lead me. I will hold your people in my heart. Oh, how beautiful. You may be seated. Well, we're continuing with this journey with this beautiful booklet, Living Abundantly, Embrace Your Unlimited Good. And the good news is there's multiple copies. So now if you haven't received your copy yet, they're on the welcome table. It is a treasure. Now, previous to this, I'm not sure I associated getting healthy with part of my living abundance and my prosperity. But it really is. And it's foundational to unity. Our co-founders in Unity, Myrtle and Charles Fillmore, were health nuts. They wrote about health. They spoke about health. They said how important it was for us to know our health. Now, Unity was founded in prayer. It was founded by Myrtle Fillmore holding the highest truth, her oneness with God, and seeing that light, that divine love in every cell of her being. And she completely healed from tuberculosis and all physical ailments. Charles Fillmore regrew his leg that was injured when he was very young. And this is part of our journey. And it's foundational in unity. Because when we connect with that indwelling Spirit of God, anything is possible. And getting healthy is part of it. Now, at some point in their journey, Myrtle and Charles Fillmore, who lived a long life, became vegetarian. And to this day, at the restaurant that's at Unity Village, there's always a vegetarian option in the inn. Now, this isn't a call for everyone to be vegetarian. Each of us as a true student must know our own way. Whatever you choose is your path. But it's good to know what's going on, what other people are choosing, because it can inspire us. Myrtle Fillmore said it this way: a state of health is a condition of wholeness, completeness, entireness. The word holy is from the same root as the word heal. Holiness and health, in their root significance, are the same and are a state of wholeness. Now, this is only conditional as far as we're willing to embrace it in our own journey. As we know, each of us have experienced all kinds of out of alignment. Now, wholeness is a package where physical health is important. So what we choose to eat or exercise or get enough sleep is all part of our physical health, our mental health. What thoughts are we thinking? And what we think creates our experience, right? Thought held in mind creates after its kind. So if we're holding on to a thought of resentment, it could be real loud, like, okay, resentment. How are we going to do in our world? How are we going to affect other people in our life if we're holding on to that kind of energy? Now, much like that daily word, which Rebecca read today, those resentments are like a bag of heavy rocks. And carrying around the heavy rocks ladens us down and doesn't make us the life of the party. But we can reach in and we can take out that rock of resentment. We can accept it, forgive ourselves, forgive others, and set the rock down. The bag gets lighter each time we do that. And it's an ongoing process. We forgive and we forgive. And that also affects our emotions and our spiritual health. The Living Abundantly booklet, the passage today, this is going to be our summer series. It'll go through the end of July, is written by Veronica Walker Douglas. She's a clinical social worker in Illinois, and she attends the Unity Temple on the Plaza in Chicago. And here she says, how does one get healthy? Health is associated with vitality, energy, and quality of life. Well-being is a manifestation of consciousness in which we are constantly expressing being well. Today, whole health is a term used to promote the integration and connection of physical, mental, and emotional experience. A holistic approach that supports the use of natural resources to optimize health. Making the decision to get healthy is the first step on the path towards living and being healthy. This 12-step program is a remarkable spiritual program that fosters an opportunity for wholeness. And much like if we have an accident or a diagnosis or something that causes us pain, it takes time for our body to renew, to restore, to heal. And it takes steps. And as we enter into a time where we are knowing that we are living abundantly, and as we know that we're getting healthy, we're stepping into the possibility of a fuller, bigger, deeper connection with the divine. The divine light that we identify as our wholeness, as our perfect pattern within us. Let's see this next quote from Martha Smock, who was the head of Daily Word for many years. And she says here, if a state of ill health seems to exist, you can help to right it by realizing that the natural condition of your body is that of wholeness and perfection. You can trust the life and the intelligence of your body to harmonize and adjust and heal every unnatural condition. So if there's anything we're experiencing that doesn't resonate with peace, joy, and love, it's an unnatural condition. It's not what we're made of. It's appearing in our experience, and boy, pain is pain. Addiction is addiction. Compulsion is a compulsion. Resentment is a resentment. Anyone not experience any of those? Okay, then I'm in good company because it's life. And life is going to continue to offer up options for us to choose wholeness or not. Anyone in a 12-step recovery program of any kind knows that we first need to accept that what is. We've tried to change it. In my own case, I realized that even though I was a master at trying to affect you and change you, I had no effect on it at all. I can't change you, but I can change me. And that is a wonderful realization that from the moment that I come into real acceptance of that, I'm carried to a place where I am open to God. My identification with the divine to guide me through the process. Because my knee-jerk, automatic response is to try to fix you. Doesn't work. So I need to let that come and let it go. And that's no longer what I'm here to do. I'm a servant, and I'm open to allowing myself to be peaceful in a situation where there's a whole mess going on. This wisdom is not new thought. It's been around forever. Here, 3 John chapter 2. Beloved, I pray that all may go well with you, and that you may be in good health, just as it is well with your soul. Right now, each of us is one with the radiant divine energy that's always with us. It's always everywhere present. And doesn't God always take care of what God is? Yes. There's no lack in God. And in our knowing our oneness with that, we can attain a deeper sense of peace and serenity, knowing how to navigate around life's challenges, which life can serve up all kinds of challenges. And therein lies our path of getting healthy. We don't get health and then it's all over. Don't have to do anything else. It's a day-by-day practice. Because isn't living a day-by-day practice? We have no idea what the threshold of moving from this life to the beyond because we haven't experienced it yet. So I would say it's much more important for us to pay attention to what we're doing as we're living than what we're doing when we're dying. That'll happen when it happens. But if we live each day where we can truly feel that we're making choices for good health and well-being, aren't we in the right place at the right time? Right now? Back to the wisdom of Myrtle Fillmore, the power that created you is always at work to restore you and maintain you in wholeness. Now, Myrtle knows this because before she started a practice of trusting God for her wholeness, she only had trust in that she was ill and that she was probably going to die in six months. Tuberculosis racked her body and other conditions as well. But she gave herself to the God of her understanding. She kept holding the truth in prayer. And miraculously, or fundamentally universal true, she healed. Because isn't it, if we look out in nature to see how It's amazing how the weeds grow in my yard. God takes care of them. It's amazing to see the migrating birds. I went for a walk yesterday, and one of those scissor tails flew up right next to me, up onto the street sign, and then stood there doing his tail to me. I love it because everything's taken care in divine order in the divine. And we're in the divine. So we're taking, and that's getting healthy. Charles Fillmore knows this higher truth. The more enlightened man becomes, and that's man, men and women, man, the greater is desire for perfect health. This is logical, for to be healthy is natural. It is a state of being sound or whole in mind, body, and soul. So, for physical health, we may choose to eat wisely. I had a physical about 3 months ago with the good Dr. Emily Briggs. And all of my blood panel, everything was just great. Blood pressure's doing great. But my triglycerides are through the roof. She said, Gary, I want you to not go on a diet. I want you to eat the Mediterranean diet. Just switch and eat the Mediterranean diet. And that was her recommendation. And choosing to do that, I stepped away and said no to old cookies, candy, and all that stuff. Just no more. If I need something sweet, I have a date or a fig or a piece of fruit. It works. And I've lost 10 pounds. And as I was preparing for this talk, I picked up a 10-pound bag of sugar. 10 pounds of sugar is 10 pounds, believe it or not. And I imagine what it would be like to carry around that 10 pounds all day long. I am so glad I let go of that. So I feel more fluid. I'm more energized. I'm more flexible. All by taking some advice. And so this week I went in for a checkup, and the triglycerides aren't gone, but they've come down. Keep up the good diet. Exercise. Sleep well. These are all components of our physical health and well-being. Emotionally, call another. Be true to the emotions. Any feeling that we have, they say that to express any feeling, it only takes about 90 seconds and the feeling's expressed. Be cautious of the things you're thinking. If they're harsh and judgmental and critical, bring them out. Think about it. Let it be. It's a process of getting healthy. And it's all ours to the taking as true students. And we bring this talk to a close with this powerful wisdom from the Buddha. It says that health is the greatest gift. Contentment, the greatest wealth. Faithfulness, the best relationship. Our health, mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical, it's the greatest gift. Because all we really have is this vessel. And taking care of it to the best of our ability is such a gift. Contentment. Isn't satisfaction, being engaged, peace and serenity, some of the best wealth that we can experience. Safety and security lies in our contentment, not how much money we make. And faithfulness is all of those relationships that support us, that nurture us. It could be loving friends, a partner, our family, our relationship with the divine. The best relationship, because we don't have to do any of this alone. We are in this journey for living abundantly to embrace our good. Let's do it by getting healthy and add that to our journey of wholeness. Thank you.
Step out on the water, release your faith. Every step is stronger. Step out on the water.